who's going to be victorious.
I mean, I got to give it to my boy Skeldra. It's not, you know, just he's one of my SIB boys, and we got to see what he gets done. But Monihalla, I really think he could surprise me. The kid is just playing so good.
Well, I can tell you one Nigerian prince I trust my money with. It's going to be Skeldra.
And we're going to see it here because he does have that great sword, but he's kind of doing what we saw from you. He's swapping over to the small sword, probably to keep Monihalla off of that weapon drop. And here we are with the Amugi. I didn't even realize we're going to get some double great sword action.
Yeah, so the Amugi pick from Monihalla, like we saw it do really well in 2v2 yesterday. In general, Amugi is a very strong weapon. If you're of the great sword player type, Amugi is a very strong legend in 2v2, specifically because of the signature kit, in addition to having axe. And, you know, great sword, if you're that type of player, it can be good in 2v2s. So Skeldra here already getting the first stock off. We are on Small Worlds in, so it could be an extremely volatile set, or at least game so far between these two, especially if Monihalla is able to incorporate the signatures from Amugi. The triple neutral lights, and then the recovery from Skeldra, extending this lead.
Oh,
there you go.
There we go. You can always rely on Amugi signatures. They will bail you out time and time again. And we see there, Monihalla go ahead and use that, tie this scoreline back up here as Skeldra now where they're both locked in on those great swords as Monihalla is searching for those starters. There we go. Nice string. Going to go ahead and send him off all the way to the left side. Skeldra sweat beats coming out, but he's able to get the weapon toss, get enough time, enough spacing to be able to find himself back on stage.
Now he's going back over to the regular sword here. Spot dodging and hitting the neutral light for the instant punish on the second piece of the string. This time Monihalla still hits two. Skeldra dips down over to the wall. Was hoping to chase in the air, grab a gravity cancel D-light, but no, Monihalla lands back on the ground, controls the ground, sends Skeldra into the air, but now they swap positions.
Oh man, the unarmed recovery going into double and there off of the great sword. There we go. Sarah's going to send Monihalla all the way out. The
nice.
dare off of the great sword is going to go ahead and send him down, and he's on his final stock.
Yeah, so we're seeing two, like, definitely different styles. Like, this is kind of how you play Jae-Yun, and this is how you play Amugi. And they're very different despite both being great sword players, despite both being great sword legends. You're seeing the signatures come into play from Amugi. I can't hammer that point on enough, and even Monihalla, he loves doing a demonstration of that in front of us, specifically that side signature. It moves you forward, especially if someone is coming through you.
It's a great signature kit on Amugi. All right, let's see what we can do with the edge guard here. Oh, the dare is going to go ahead and get dodged through. Skeldra takes a step back, gets that good edge guard in. Monihalla, though, looking for the landing, but Skeldra working that dare in and breaking it all up. Sarah coming back down the stage, weapon throw out, trying to get that haymaker in there, but Monihalla was able to shut it down.
Yeah, that was actually a really bold move for Skeldra to opt into, especially when he was behind, when he threw out that unarmed side heavy, and out comes the three-piece from Monihalla to take game one. But one of the reasons I think we saw Skeldra using the sword so much is I feel like he's confident enough in the mental game of the Great Sword v Great Sword matchup that he feels like he knows what Monihalla is about to do. So, specifically with sword players love to do this, is you try and perfect dodge everything and punish with a neutral light, or specifically, if you think you can grab it, a D-light, and then find something after, whether it's the recovery, whether it's the side air, whether it's the down air, whatever.
Absolutely, absolutely. We see a Skeldra there taking a moment to think about how he wants to try and approach a game at number 2 as we get dropped in here. Skeldra being on the back foot, trying to tie this setup against Monihalla in this Amugi.
And we're going back again to Small Worlds End, and we're seeing instantly out of the gate a side sig. The chase into the air, unfortunately for Skeldra, Monihalla is still just like in the early stages of orange, later stages of yellow, so they're not going to really find anything there. He's continuing the juggling, though, wanted to finish it off with a GCN sig.
It definitely had vision. He was looking for it. Oh, Monihalla easily able to catch out landing, but Skeldra somehow being able to snake his way back around, taking him super high into the air. Weapon throw out, going to go ahead and get the starve. Monihalla fighting at arms. Skeldra, though, continuing to apply that pressure, will not let up, will not give in. The Saracen and Monihalla over, catches him again. How is he going to get back to stage? There's no way he has the option. Dare finishes it off.
Skeldra just had to wait. He felt very confident. All he had to do was stick near the wall. Okay, he's going to throw out a couple jumps. Monihala's not here yet. I can go back over and refresh. I have the time, I have the patience. All I got to do is wait. I have sword, I have that consistency that we already heard him talk about in the interview.
Skeldra had a really, really good lead. It's starting to get chipped away at just a little bit by this Amugi. Catching up in the air and arm, able to get over. Gonna pick up that popsicle and try and go to work with it. Gets back up on stage. Skeldra, no edge guard to be seen, but the side light's gonna take him all the way across. There we go, another dare on Monihalla. A little too early, did not have the spacing. Weapon throw is gonna give him the space, and he's able to get back on stage.
Nice falling neutral air to punish. Does get the KO with that. I was a little bit surprised. I thought Skeldra might live by the skin of his teeth. and then maybe get knocked out in the subsequent edge guard that came after. He's going to be hunting around for the weapon spawn. It is the sword.
Good whiff up. Skeldra able to find his way back down the stage. Monihalla taking a step back, looking for that starter. There it is, going to finish up with the signature. They are so good on that kit from Amugi. Skeldra, though, needs a really good edge guard here. Monihalla, we're going to see the exclamation points come out soon. There it is. But Sayer's going to finish it off.
I'm not sure whether that signature was just like a bait or whether like he really thought he had the timing there with, oh, now Monihalla is going to come over the corner. I'm going to grab him with the signature and find the KO. Or if he's like, I'm going to throw this out now. I'm far enough back that if he comes over the corner to punish me, I'll be able to get the counter punish on him. Unfortunately, he misjudged the spacing a little bit, and Monihalla was ready for the punish.
That's looking good, dude. Monihalla keeps backing up, looking for the starters. Skeldra's done a really good job staying out of the way of those. But then again, when you're so good at the weapon you're fighting against, it does make life a little easier for you. But Monihalla absolutely bodying him up and sending him off the ceiling.
Put him in the blender, turned him around, spun him around, got him off the top once he got that dodge burn.
Pureed him, man. That was crazy.
Weapon starving coming out from Monihalla. He grabs a second greatsword here, hoping to juggle a little bit. Now found a two-piece, looking for another sidelight. They're both looking for the sidelights right now. Monihalla is around KO damage depending on what Skeldra hits and where he hits it. There's the neutral light almost sitting off screen, so he's getting really close here. Skeldra could wrap this up and tie it up, but we're worried about, okay, the sidelight D-light, and then he goes for another D-light after that for the finisher.
Look at, he breathing hard. He's so high.
Yep.
That kid is really good at Brawlhalla,
Yep.
Sparky. Amazing gameplay from Monihalla here. He is a one game away from sending Skeldra down, and I don't know, that's an upset in my book.
Oh, definitely. I would agree it's an upset for sure. I don't know their actual seeds going into this tournament to see who is higher than the other, but at least in my mind, I see the potential for like a Skeldra, at least going into this weekend, a top 4 from Skeldra, potential top 3 from
really
Skeldra.
cool.
So the fact that Monihalla is already up 2-0 in this set against him, like that bodes really well for Monihalla, at least in my mind.
Does see him trying to compose himself there a little bit, get the nerves under control. This is a big stage.
Close it was.
Whole 3 damage differential between those two players. That is about as close as it gets, everyone.
Only 5 difference in light attacks between the two. Monihalla threw out 88, Skeldra threw out 83, and then it was like low to mid 30s on the accuracy as well, so they're hitting about the exact same number of attacks. They're doing about the exact same amount of damage. These two players are so evenly matched, even if you're looking at the bracket and see 2-0 from Monihalla.
Yeah, absolutely. See both these guys trying to get locked in here as we get ready to get into game number 3. A lot on the line for both of these people right now, but especially if you are Skeldra, you need to get 3 in a row starting right now.
And he's swapping over to the Val. I had to almost do a double take on the Val here. He's going with the Addy Mestic Classic setup, at least for the skin of the Legend, except for he's not playing the white. He's playing like Evil Addy right now.
I don't know about this Legend selection. I know he does have a pretty long laundry list of Legends that he's comfortable with, but I don't know about this Val going up against this Amugi, and we see it right there as Monihalla.
I don't think he know about it either, especially after that first stock.
Yeah.
The way he recoiled in horror after he lost that first stock.
An absolute horror. Yeah, Monihalla's just getting really good momentum right now. He's definitely starting to been fired up in the set, and he's really just kind of figuring out Skeldra and kind of picking him apart the further along we go through this. Oh, big whiff on the signature. Skeldra's going to sail his way back over. Monihalla's right there to catch landing. Skeldra finally with the neutral light going to get some momentum, but Monihalla right there to hit him with another 4-piece.
So we just saw Zen struggle to find entry with the gauntlets until like that final game, but even then ultimately he lost the set. And now Skeldra is doing the exact same thing. He's about to be at a 2-stock deficit unless he's able to clean up this first one from Monihalla, who is in control of the weapons. Even a dash down heavy is not going to be enough to KO this turtle.
Oh man, there it is. No, Monihalla's got to be feeling fantastic up there. We saw Skeldra literally just took his hands off his keyboard, put him over his face. Definitely trying to figure out how to battle and contend with this just onslaught of Amugi that is all in his face right now.
From the sigh of relief that we just saw from Monihalla at the end of the last game to like a 2-stock lead here, forcing Skeldra onto the Val swap.
He's 3-stock. He's 3-stocking him, bro. It's going to happen right now. There it is.
The D-line into the ground, and he doesn't have enough. And it's a 3-stock from Monihalla. That's money, dude.
Woo! I am not worthy. That was amazing. What a performance. That is against Skeldra. That man is insane at this game. Monihalla with a big old smile on his face. He should be very, very proud for that performance.